You're praying. But what if the silence you feel right now is not God ignoring you, but God working in a way you can't feel yet? Stay with me, because if you've been feeling nothing in prayer, there's a reason for right hand. It might change how you see this season completely. Hello, and welcome back to Scripture Power Stories. Today we're talking about why you feel nothing when you pray. You're still showing up, still trying, still praying, still believing. At least you're trying to. But something feels different now. There's no emotion, no peace settling in, no sense of connection, just words. Falling into what feels like silence. And if you're honest, that silence is starting to bother you more than you expected. Because you remember when it wasn't like this. You remember when God felt close, when prayer felt alive. When something inside of you responded, but now it feels flat. And that's where the question starts forming. God, are you even here? Not because you've stopped believing, but because you don't feel anything anymore. And that disconnect can be confusing, even discouraging. But here's what you need to anchor into right now. Just because you feel nothing does not mean God is doing nothing. Let that sit for a second, because feelings are powerful, but they are not proof. And silence is uncomfortable, but it is not absence. In Psalm 13, David says, "How long, Lord, will you forget me forever? How long will you hide your face from me?" That's not a man far from God. That's a man who knows God, but doesn't feel him in that moment. David wasn't disconnected. He was in a season, and seasons shift. But while you're in them, they feel like they'll last forever. Now shift your perspective. Think about a seed. When a seed is planted into the ground, disappears. No visible progress, no confirmation. No sign that anything is happening. If you judged it too early, you'd assume nothing was working. But under the surface, roots are forming. Strength is developing. Life is growing. In a place your eyes cannot reach. And prayer often works the same way. God doesn't need your feelings to move. He doesn't need emotional confirmation to continue his work in your life. And sometimes it allows the feeling to fade, so your faith can grow deeper than emotion. Because if your faith only survives when you feel God, then your faith is built on something unstable. Feelings change, they rise, they fall, they come and go. But God doesn't. And he's not trying to build emotional faith. He's building enduring faith. Faith that holds, even when nothing is felt. Hebrews 11:1 says, "Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen, not felt, seen." That means there will be moments where you feel nothing, but you still choose to believe something. That's real faith. Not loud, not emotional, but strong. And I know, this kind of season doesn't feel powerful. It feels dry. It feels quiet. It feels like you're just going through the motions. But what if? This is the exact place your faith is being strengthened. Not on the surface, but at the root. Because surface faith feels good, but rooted faith lasts. And if this is hitting you right now, go ahead and subscribe. Not just for content, but so you don't miss messages like this when you're in seasons like this. Because when everything feels quiet, you need truth that keeps you grounded. Now, let's make this practical. What do you do when you feel nothing? First, stay consistent. Not because it feels good, but because God is still worthy. You don't pray for the feeling. You pray because of who he is. Second, stop measuring God's presence by your emotions. Your feelings are real, but they are not reliable. They don't always reflect what God is doing. They don't always reveal what's happening beneath the surface. So don't let your emotions define your faith. And third, trust what you know over what you feel. Go back to what God has already done. It's the prayers he has already answered. It's the ways he has already shown up in your life. Because silence doesn't erase truth, it tests it. And if you stay long enough, you'll begin to notice something shift. Not all at once, not overnight, but gradually, quietly, steadily, you'll realize God was never gone, not even for a moment. You were being developed. Your roots were growing deeper. Your faith was becoming stronger. Not louder, but stronger. So if you feel nothing right now, don't panic, don't disconnect. Don't walk away from the very place where God is doing his deepest work. Because what feels like nothing might actually be everything. If this message found you at the right moment, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe to Scripture Power Stories. We show up 3 times a week with messages just like this to strengthen your faith when you need it most. Stay connected. Your next breakthrough might be one video away. I'll see you in the next one.